Welcome, friends, to our magical 30-day challenge. We bring you a brand new story every single day. This is day 4. Like and subscribe so we can reach our dream of 100,000 subscribers together. In a prosperous kingdom bathed in sunlight, King Stefan and his gentle queen welcomed their long-awaited daughter, Princess Aurora. The christening was a day of splendor. Banners flew, trumpets sounded, and the great hall overflowed with nobles, villagers, and music. To bless the child, 3 good fairies were summoned as godmothers: kind-hearted Flora, Merryweather, and practical Fauna. Flora stepped forward first. "Little princess, I give you the gift of beauty. Beauty so radiant it will light the darkest day." Fauna followed. "And I give you the gift of song, a voice as sweet and clear as a woodland brook." Before Merryweather could speak, a blast of icy wind tore through the hall. The torches flickered green. Without warning, the uninvited fairy Maleficent appeared in a swirl of black robes and emerald flame. "How delightful," she hissed, "to see such happiness. And no, it will not last." The court froze in terror. "My gift is this," Maleficent declared, raising her staff. "Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, the princess shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die." With a cruel laugh, she vanished in a pillar of smoke. Merryweather stepped forward, undaunted. "I still have a gift to give. Princess Aurora will not die. Instead, she will fall into a deep sleep, awakened only by true love's kiss." Though comforted, the king ordered every spinning wheel in the kingdom destroyed and burned. Yet the 3 fairies knew no fire could truly defeat Maleficent's magic. There was only one way to protect the child. That very night, under cover of darkness, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather stole Aurora from her cradle. Giving up their wands and wings, they became mortal women and fled deep into the forest. There, in a hidden cottage, they raised the princess as their niece, calling her Briar Rose. 16 peaceful years passed. Briar Rose grew into a graceful, curious young woman with golden hair and a voice that made birds fall silent to listen. She knew nothing of castles, crowns, or curses, only the woods, the animals, and her 3 quirky aunts who argued endlessly about pink or blue dresses and couldn't make a cake to save their lives. On the eve of her 16th birthday, Briar Rose wandered deeper into the forest than ever before, singing as she went. Her voice drifted on the wind and reached the ears of a young man riding nearby, Prince Phillip, restless heir to a neighboring kingdom who dreamed of something more than arranged marriages and courtly duties. He followed the song until he found her dancing barefoot by a stream. "Once upon a dream." They spoke, they laughed, they fell in love in the space of a single golden afternoon. "I wish I could see you again," Phillip said. "Come to the cottage tonight," Briar Rose replied, heart racing, "after sunset." She ran home glowing with joy. That evening, the fairies finally told her the truth. "You are not Briar Rose," Flora said gently. "You are Princess Aurora. Today is your 16th birthday. Maleficent's curse is almost upon you. We must take you to your real parents at once." Tears filled Aurora's eyes. "But I met someone I love." "There is no time," Fauna urged. Heartbroken, Aurora was hurried back to the castle just as the sun began to sink. In the palace, the air felt heavy and strange. Alone for a moment, Aurora heard a soft, hypnotic voice calling her name. A glowing green orb appeared, floating upward through a hidden door. Trance-like, she followed it up a narrow spiral staircase into a forgotten tower room. There, spinning silently in the dim light, stood a single, beautiful spinning wheel. "Touch the spindle," the voice whispered. "Touch it, I say." Aurora reached out. The sharp point pricked her finger. She collapsed instantly, as though every light in her had gone out. The fairies arrived too late. In despair, they laid the sleeping princess on a silken bed in the highest tower. Then, with heavy hearts, they cast a spell over the entire kingdom. Everyone fell into a gentle sleep, frozen in time, until Aurora should wake. Meanwhile, Prince Phillip arrived at the cottage, only to be ambushed by Maleficent's goblin minions. He fought bravely, but was overpowered and dragged in chains to her forbidding castle atop the Forbidden Mountain. Maleficent gloated over her prisoner. "How romantic!" she mocked. "The prince who would save his princess. You will watch from your cell as the centuries pass and she sleeps forever." But the three fairies had followed the trail of darkness. Shrinking to tiny size, they slipped into the dungeon, freed Prince Phillip, and returned his weapons, enchanting them with powerful magic. "This is the sword of truth and the shield of virtue. No evil can stand against them." Armed and fearless, Phillip burst out of the castle just as Maleficent appeared in fury. She summoned storms of lightning and thorns, blocking his path with a forest of deadly brambles. Then, in a blaze of green fire, she transformed herself into an enormous, terrifying dragon. Fire rained down, the earth shook. Phillip charged forward, shield raised. The fairies darted around the dragon, dazzling it with bursts of light. With a mighty cry, Phillip hurled the sword of truth straight into the beast's heart. Maleficent let out an earth-shattering roar and dissolved into shadow and smoke, defeated forever. Phillip raced to the castle, through the thorn forest that now withered away, past the sleeping court, up the tower stairs. There she lay, Aurora, peaceful and beautiful, as if only waiting. He knelt beside her and kissed her with all the love in his heart. Her eyes fluttered open. "Phillip." The spell broke. Sunlight poured in, the kingdom awoke. Courtiers blinked in confusion. Musicians picked up their instrument mid-note, and the king and queen ran to embrace their daughter. Tears turned to laughter, bells rang out across the land. Soon after, in a ceremony of joy and splendor, Princess Aurora and Prince Phillip were married. The three good fairies were watching from above, wearing their wings once more, smiling through happy tears. And so, protected by courage, kindness, and the strongest magic of all, true love, the kingdom lived in peace and happiness ever after.
Everything is perfect today!
The harvest is bountiful, and the children are happy!